Hello, everybody, and this is a little game called Stanley Parable. This isn't a super popular game anymore, but it used to be really
This
big.
Is the story of a man
oh,
named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-eating, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So, this game, I believe, was made by Valve. If I'm wrong, I could be wrong. So this game is about a man named Stanley, obviously, and it's narrated by this guy, and he will tell you things to do. Like, he'll say, oh, Stanley did this, and if you choose to do this, he's happy. But if you don't, the narrator gets a little upset, and it's pretty funny. So, alright, let's begin. Oh, the sensitivity isn't great. What time is it? Oh, the clock does move, okay. Lovely. Lovely clocks.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No. Okay.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm gonna keep looking. Definitely in here somewhere. So, like I said, what the fuck? I like work. I just hate my boss. Oh, that's nice. I like that. It's lovely. Who farted? This is definitely just your run-of-the-mill office.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So, also, this game, every choice you make affects the end of the game. This game isn't very long. Like, if I go through door number 8 right now, I could just die instantly and it would put me back at the beginning. However, the narrator remembers every time and gets a little annoyed. He gets more and more angry.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I sometimes find it funny. I feel like the narrator's trying to tell like a story to people and then use like a graphic. And as soon as he shows the graphic and he tells the story, he's getting pissed. Like, we're Like Stanley's making him look bad.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I don't have any drinks though.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm going right back into whatever the room that was. My way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
He's not happy.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Is it?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Well. Bitches ain't shit. Bitches ain't shit but hoes. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To
Okay.
reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Do I have to? Can I unplug it?
As Stanley picked up the phone,
Ooh.
a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
Bitch.
Actually, chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I wouldn't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Okay.
Choice. It's
Oh,
the best
yes.
part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished
Why is he giving a flower to a
nations.
boy?
Or he could
Doesn't that boy
systematically
have
set
pants
fire
on?
to every orphan.
Dude, this dude has a full
within
suit, but he
30
can't give
radius
the
of his
kid
house.
some clothes.
Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crap."
What? What the fuck?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
More
Don't
charts.
worry. Now that you're properly informed on good
Please,
decision-making,
I'm begging.
we're going to revisit
Stop,
a choice
stop,
you
stop.
made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
There's too many danger everywhere signs. Oh. Hold on. Why are they just... It takes skill to park like this. What's this room? No, okay. I don't wanna. What happens if I go in here? Oh, fuck, it's locked.